Hey guys, welcome back and welcome if this is your first time joining us. Thank you so much. I appreciate your presence. Of course, if this is your first time joining us, thank you so much. But if this is your space, you've been out here and we always vibe out here. I'm talking about my subscribers. Thank you so much. Just a polite reminder, don't forget to like the video down here and of course share your thoughts in the comment section. We talk further, you know how we do it out here. But of course, if you're watching while it premieres, before the premiere ends, come back to the comment section and drop anything just to support, because I know more than likely you've shared your thoughts in the live chat. I hope so, because I think less than 50% of you, when watching while it premieres, join the live chat. I don't know why. Guys, why don't you join the live chat when the video is premiering? Like, why? I know sometimes most of you are driving, sometimes you're just busy and you have the audio maybe in the background or something. I understand, but whenever you can, kindly consider joining the live chat. I want to see you there, because I usually feel like it's a different space. It has a different feeling, you understand, because we chat live, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So thank you. Even by just joining the premiere and you don't join the live chat, that is more than enough. Thank you so much for that. And for my moderators, thank you so much for always showing up, for always standing up. I really appreciate you, because most of the times it's always the moderators that bring the emotion. Because as I always tell you guys, whenever you join the live chat, guys, it goes a long way. You don't even understand. The statistics that will be used to boost your content is always picked from engagements, and when it comes to premieres, that is where it's picked from. So guys, enough of that. Just a polite reminder once again, kindly smash the like button maybe before we continue. And of course, you know how we do it. If you'll have a contrary maybe reaction to what I'm trying to share, or a contrary opinion to my opinion out here, you just come to the comment section, and we are always, and when I say always, we are always talking about it in the comment section. We interact there. So let's get to the video. Before we get to the video, I saw you guys came for me for the book comment. You remember I came out and I was like, what do you think? Should I buy Madam P's book? And I let it go through Turnitin so that you can get to know how much she plagiarized. If that is what happened, just as a reaction idea, you understand. But most of you were like, Neo, I hope you're playing with us, because that is not what you're about to do. And I was like, you guys don't have chills. Like, you guys are just brutal sometimes, which I love, honestly. And of course, I'm not going to do that, because who will watch? And the people who are supposed to watch are like, no, you are not down for that. So that is not happening. And of course, after consulting my my thoughts from wherever that idea came from, I was like, that was a dumb idea. So that aside, let's come back to the video of the day. I saw a video by Madam P. No, I think it was Mura who was sharing Madam P, and Madam P is now into business. You guys, Madam P has decided to venture into business, because I saw the audience that usually support her don't watch her content. I don't know why, but I think it's because they've been to that country for so long, and of course, people get bored. And I think she has now decided to do business. The last time, I think it was a ebook. Not even I think, it was just the other day we were talking about what's up with me. So the other time it was an ebook. Today I saw they are working on a project. I tried to understand their Spanish, but I could not.
Rocio decided to gift Nair a laptop. That's why you see Nair is working. So Rocio, explain why you're gifting Nair a laptop.
I upgraded my laptop.
Okay, to this one here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, and Nair and I, we are working on something together that I feel like she is going to be very comfortable to have a laptop.
Okay.
And she also started her YouTube channel.
Wow.
So I wanted to give her my old laptop, which is
Yes.
still functioning very good. It just needs some updates and things like that to
Yeah.
to work better.
It's just something to come out here and sell to, you know who? To these people that just will buy anything and everything to support her, which is expected of anyone that is supporting you, you know. But I was like, Sasa, that is Swahili to me now. I was like, now, Madam P, you're starting up a business. You're supposed to be open to anything that will come with it, you know, because just we talked about it the other time. It was an ebook and she was charging $50. And you guys, yeah, I saw your comment section. You were just hilarious. Some one of you was like, even Mandela's was not that amount. Who does she think she is to charge that amount? So her audience came out here and complained about $50. So I was like, Madam P, as you come out here to come up with business ideas to sell to people, you must be ready for criticism, because people will be like, that's expensive. Because I think by then she's so brilliant for that. In whichever way you want to take that, you want to interpret that, because of course, you know, that is a quick way of making money. You know, she might come up with something, I don't know what. She has even employed, I think it's her niece, so that they can, you know, finish up the idea faster and come out and collect the money that I deserve for my creativity, imagination. So that's what she's up to. And this is what I was saying. It's a brilliant idea to get money quick and fast, because of course, you know, there are some people that follow them blindly, anything and everything. These people will come out here and cry, oh guys, support us, and they'll buy. So I think she's really cracking the business ideas of Whitey, honestly, because she'll be coming out here. Mura's audience will buy definitely, and of course, you know, she'll be smiling to the bank. And that's why you notice that she's not so much interested in creating content nowadays, because why? Why? And there is a quicker way of making money. So do you think it's a bright idea, honestly? Because she can come up with a product, sell to 1,000 people and make thousands of dollars. You know, good idea. Mura has been sleeping on that. So yeah, that is what was happening. If I didn't share, I'll share out here the receipts. Yeah, that is it. She should just be ready to take whatever comes with it. Don't come out here and scold people because they're complaining of your pricing, you know. So there's also something that was so shocking that Mura shared. Apparently their baby fell from the bed. Yes, that is what Mura said.
So guys, the reason we put these clothes here, to be honest, is these clothes are supposed to go in that big bag over there, okay? Okay. But at the same time, I put them here because Maisha now crawls. Maisha, you can't put Maisha there and you leave him there. You'll find him on the floor. And you know, when I tell you that, it means it's out of experience. What? So, because of that, we are putting clothes like that and pillows and everything here to avoid, because he moves like
I don't know, but then I was thinking and I was like, you remember that time that you came out and we were like, what? Because he threw a pillow on the baby's face and left outside there to create content and beg, and we were out here like, Mura, why would you do that? Because of course, you know, these people had a baby for content, to use the baby for content, for clout, for publicity, because of course, you know, that comes with views. Especially when you film that journey, you know, you're pregnant, you have the baby interracial. Yeah, so you don't expect these people to give the baby attention. These are the same people that don't take any advice from anyone and anybody on this street. So with that, of course, you would expect the same people not to prioritize the baby, give the baby time, to avoid that. I hope I shared. Mura came out here and said that the baby falls. And when I talk, and when I say that, I mean that it's from experience. Of course, it's a no-brainer that from experience means the baby fell from the bed. And I was like, what? You guys, this whitey money from begging, proceeds of begging will not take you. Yes, it's so important, honestly. It's super important because it gives the likes of Madam P the guts to come out and call people parasites. Yeah, the money is so important, of which you're not supposed to use it for that, but I think, and of course it's a fact, the baby is more important, the safety of the baby. We don't know at what circumstance the baby fell, but I'd assume it was just these two were busy on the internet. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not even laughing. So, the last part, yeah, very short one. super short. So, Mura was going around the city, the village area, the surrounding, going to buy some facturas. Yeah, that is what he was doing. And of course, if you've been watching them, I know you've realized that Mura tends to attract gangsters, yeah, and they always approach him to ask if he likes, if he will want some, you know, weed. And that is what happened. I think this time around he was given a cigar or something. Let's see.
Saludos. Okay, he says away. He wants to show me something.
¿Qué amigo?
Muy bien.
Una tuquita acá para el amigo, para que fume acá. Además que haga flotando en el aire, compa.
Gracias. Sí, sí. Marwa.
¿Cómo?
Marwa.
Marwa.
Sí, sí. Gracias, gracias, amigo. Okay. Hey, guys. You know, that guy looks really, and I will not lie, he looks really gangster. And you know what he gifted me? I don't know if showing you this even it's legal, but because it's something I'm not promoting, but I'm just showing you, this is what he gifted me. Okay. I hope police will not stop me and search me and say, what is it that is in your pocket? Anyway, guys, I will drop it somewhere so that if one of you is a big fan and one day you ever come to Mar del Plata, you can come and actually have it. Yeah.
Chai! So, I know you're watching and you're like, so he was given. So, no, we have to talk about that today because this time around he talked so much about that, expounded what he thinks about that. Because Mura is the same person that always comes out and claims that Argentina does not have any form of racism. It's in the mindset. Together with Madam P, they always come out here and say that it's in the mindset. It's not about the people in the Western world. It's Africans with that mindset. And of course, we've come out here to call them out on that BS because racism is racism, period. So, this time around, he said that having traveled for 73 countries, and I saw a lot of you in the comment section were like, oh, Mura, you're so surprised about the falling leaves. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, maybe you want to go back and watch. I don't want to go back. I know people who watched it will get bored. I also would, honestly, I'll not want to watch something twice. So maybe you want to go back and watch it to understand what I'm trying to talk about. So he came out here, he has always been fascinated by falling leaves. It's a season, you know, fall. I'd assume I think. So a lot of you in the comment section were like 73 countries and you're surprised about falling of leaves. Are you kidding? You don't even have to go outside of out of Africa. I think South Africa, some parts of South Africa experience the same. So for him, I know you guys were so surprised. So coming back to what I was talking about, he said that having traveled to over 73 countries, he has noticed, he has made the finding that is a black man, a black African, of course, you tend to attract kinda the negative side of out there, you know, drunkards, gangsters, name it. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't know if it's allowed out here. So, and he said it's because of people's assumption.
You know, one thing I came to realize is this, and this is an unpopular opinion. It may even bring me trouble by saying this, but it's something after traveling for close to 7 years around the world. Imagine I'm holding a cigar like this and I'm walking comfortably without even worrying that maybe I may find myself in trouble. Okay? Let me see how I will drop this. One thing, and without a doubt, I'm telling you this, as a black person or a black man walking in the streets, most of the time, I'll put it here, but there's a lot of cars coming, so they may think I'm trying to put something. You know, now I'm like a culprit. I'll tell you this, as a black man, okay, who has traveled around the world, most of the time, we attract like people who gravitate towards us are like people who are doing like illegal stuff. That's why I'll tell you this an unpopular opinion, okay? People who do, I'll just throw this somewhere there like that. I'll just throw it casually like that. It can go back to Mother Earth because I don't smoke, I don't do. But as I was telling you, is most of the time we attract like wrong people in my own opinion, and it's very hard to be robbed, you know.
Guys, come back to the comment section, let me know what you think about that, because personally I think that is racial discrimination. That's not qualify as racism.
So from my own travels, I came to realize, like, look at that guy like gave me cigar without thinking twice. That even he didn't ask me, do you smoke or not? He just gave me the plant, because in his mind, me, and I've never met him before, you know, I've never met him before. He doesn't know me, he has no history about me. You see, that can be a serious way of judgment. And I feel like sometimes we get judged like that, especially being black and traveling around the world. Somebody already believed you do this thing, and maybe somebody else can say, Marwa, don't worry, that's someone just who is not informed enough. No, but that can actually show you the level of judgment you can receive by looking a certain way, okay? Yes. But what's the advantage to that? The advantage to that is sometimes you can pass through danger and nothing can happen to you. You can meet people like them, and the first thing they want to recruit you to their team. They want you to join their team. You know, that's the first thing they...
Guys, is the same person that always comes out here with Madam P telling people that, oh, there's no racism in this country, it's about your mindset. But for him to expound, I think I'll have to share that explanation by Mura, then we come back and continue. Yeah, that is what he said. Everywhere that he has been, the people that approach him, they want to be friends with him, are people who are drunkards, people who abuse the same things, drugs, people who are thugs, robbers, that kind of group of people. They always approach Mura, and Mura said that it's because I'm a black person, that's why. Just an unpopular opinion by me. I think there is a fair possibility that how he appears makes these people approach him, because when you travel from Africa, you go to these countries, you don't, you know, tidy up your hair for almost a year. Someone would even assume that you're homeless, you know, and of course you'll attract the same group of people, you know. I'll not blame racism that much, but I'll come back to that. For now, I think that the way he appears, especially the hair, because have you tried to zoom in and check? It's not good. So the way he dresses, because in the same video he told people that people have been telling him to, you know, switch up the outfits, and he was like, no, I cannot be influenced by people's opinions.
Let me see, a lot of people say, Maro, don't wear this sweater, it's too much. And me, I'm saying, Maro, wear this sweater because it's yours. Now we have what we call conflict of opinion, not conflict of interest, conflict of opinion. Me, I'm like, it's my sweater. I need to enjoy.
And I'm like, these people, Mura loves you. They are your audience. You know, it's just a fair request by your fans, you know. So I also think it contributes to how people view him across Africa, because I don't believe that an average African would go to this country and you dress properly, you appear properly, you know, not even properly, you understand what I'm trying to say. Just dress for the occasion. You don't walk around with that Christmas sweater. Someone will be like, it's mid-year, it's the middle of the year, you are wearing that, you must be homeless. You picked that from someone that 3 weeks after Christmas, you understand? So, that aside, I think that is also a contributor of why people view him in these countries. I don't think that it can apply to all blacks. Yes, I acknowledge there are just some effed up people who just hate, you know, this kind of skin, you know. But I think any sober person out there, if you dress for the occasion, you just appear like like you're serious about life. Not that, but as I explained, you know, you're tidy, you walk in the right places, this and that. I don't think people will have the same perception as they do towards Mura. So now let's come back to this side of racism. Personally, I think that is racial discrimination, honestly, because for them to pick on you, unless they pick on everyone that dresses, appears like Mura but not the same skin. So this is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that for him to always come out here with Madam P and tell people that racism does not exist. Of course we know it's BS, but for him to experience this, but he still believes that it's not racism, he should stop the cap, honestly, because I believe that he really knows what that is, honestly. He knows that he's being judged because of this, and it results to, it means what I'm talking about. So I blame this on this fascination about a stronger passports. Understand, people go out there to look for greener pastures, you know, but I think for Mura, it's another level of passport broism. So someone should give him a passport, honestly, because he has suffered, honestly. He has thrown away the integrity, you know, to be honest, because he wants a passport. Because of course you cannot go to someone's country and you trash talk them, or you be honest in a way that will paint them in a negative way, and you expect them to give you a passport. So someone should give this passport bro a passport so that he can continue being honest, or rather be more honest, because that one is not honest. Mura is not honest, but he has been marketing himself as an honest person. Guys, I'm preaching honesty, because me, honestly, if this was my last day on this earth, people will talk about me as an honest person. That is what he has been talking about. So I think I've put my point across. Number one, for him to claim there is no racism, there is, because that one, what is it? Number two, if it's not racism, it's probably how he dresses, how he keeps himself clean, you know. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section. So finally, he also complained a lot, because of course, you know, I think maybe tomorrow's video, maybe they'll be back in the village, I don't know, but very soon, because they were packing finally, because hey, guys, the month has been so low, very slow for us, super slow for us, because you know, it's been boring. It's been about grass, falling leaves, blah blah blah. So let him come to the village. We need some action, you know. The villagers in that village, we need some action. Can you guys create some drama? We need to entertain ourselves. So something that he complained about, because he claims that they've been waiting for Madam P's and the baby's visa approval. So he was claiming that it has been easy for Madam P and the baby to get the visa, because they are Muzungus, which does not apply to Africans. They have to bend over backwards so that they can get the passport, no, the visa, blah blah blah. And I was like, Mura, if there is someone, an individual that has contributed negatively about how people perceive us, because of course it narrows down to how people perceive Africans. You know, they are primitive, they'll come to our country, do this and that, blah blah blah, very poor, this and that. I'm saying that because if you watched yesterday's video, you remember that I was talking about the same. He came out and claimed that Africans are more likely to eat dogs because they're easily confused with rabbits, some breeds of dogs. And of course I came out and I was like, what? I was like, what? So I'm thinking that some people, you never know who watches what you create out here. So for him to say that, someone will be like, hell nah, I'm not giving this person visa to my country because they'll come out and eat our dogs. Because of course, you know, most people, they really love their dog, and of course they'll not want to risk that with people who cannot differentiate between a dog and something that you're allowed to eat. You understand? So that is what he was talking about, and I was like, look in the mirror and see who contributes. I know it's so hard to make that significance to affect, you know, visa approvals for us, people that come from Africa. But I think, you never know. Honestly, it can. I'm just saying that he should not be the one talking, considering that he's the one that comes out and talks negatively about Africans. You know, what do you gain? A passport? Come on. Some people have been in his comment section telling him to be patriotic. You don't even have to be patriotic, but you have to be fair, you know. And if you choose to lick people's nyash for a passport, you should not be the same person coming out here to complain about our struggles as Africans. What do you think, guys? Kindly let me know what you think in the comment section. And of course, you know, I'm always in the comment section interacting with you. Thank you once again for watching. If this is your first time, kindly consider subscribing, like, share, comment. If you don't, let us know why. but for those of you that have already subscribed, thank you so much. And once again, I just remind you to like the video and let me know what you think in the comment section. If you've already exploited your comments in the live chat, just come to the comment section and drop maybe some purple hearts emojis to show that you watched to this point, you know, the end of the video. But if you watch later after it premieres, kindly please come to the comment section and let us know what you think about the video, additionals, criticism, you know, correction, name it. You're free out here, you just have to do it respectfully, you know. Yeah, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.